G'day everyone, it's Teggy here. I hope you're doing super well. I thought we'd take a quick little look at the new DLC and Update 11. Big thanks to Frontier for the early access. I haven't had a lot of time to play with this, so I thought, why don't we just have a quick video, we'll tinker, see what we can break or find or show what's interesting. But firstly, just look at this Art Deco theming. It's really nice. I think it's going to be so versatile. And like little pieces like this ball here, right? We've been asking for art shapes that have different textures. Well, they haven't given that directly. Even if I look at the parade pieces as well, now we've got like a really shiny plastic ball and a metal ball, right? So we're halfway there, and you can change the color of these to get a really nice effect. So I do like that. And the scaling in this DLC is quite generous. It goes right down to 20%. So I would like it to be smaller. I think too much scaling mod has spoilt me, but that's the parade aquatic float crab ball and the, what do you call this? The Art Deco golden pillar. So 2 spheres, but you can see how versatile this is going to be with the coloration, like a beautiful chromy gold or something in a blue metallic, maybe. Lots of options, so that's cool. And then I wanted to talk about these wait times, which comes in update 11. So you can see the new board there, and it's basically a connected to the ride. So the way you get into these, we type in, I think it's wait, yeah, there they are. There's actually 7 little wait time boards that you can place. So let's have a look at these and see what we can do with them. I think they cover the main themes there, but these are the ones I'm interested in. It's just these blank ones. So what can we do with these guys? So the nice thing is you can attach multiple wait time boards to the same ride. And I am noticing that when we do that, there's a little bit of a bug. I'm not sure if it's just that the time is set at the exact moment you place it. But after a while, if you turn it off and on, they do seem to sync up. So yeah, hopefully they fix that. But anyway, besides the point, what I want to show you is you've got the wait time, but you can also change it to the ride name. And that way you can have the ride name and the wait time sitting like that, and you can customize this quite a lot. So we can change the font, which is really cool. So all the font options are here, and the same with the number here. So whatever you want to do, right? And I thought that's really cool because you've got the wait time on the ride itself, but then you can make little billboards. It's a bit more interesting than just plonk it on the front of the ride. And because we can change the name, yeah, you've got a lot of control. You can change the fonts. You can actually scale all of this together. So if I bring the ride sign down and then select that and group it, yeah, that works really well. And we can see the wait times like so. Now, what's cool is as well, these little rides, and I'll just delete the background here to make it easier to pick. You can also turn the text to scrolling to create like a ticker tape. It's a ticker tape, I think that's what it's called. And that's really interesting. So what I thought maybe we can do is use any old ride. So let's just take something like this ghost train, make it as small as possible. We'll change this to the ride name, and we'll select this guy. And you can see it fits the text within there. And if we do scrolling, we'll do the ticker tape. Now you can actually take this and scale it, something like so. Make it really big. And you can change the colors as well. So I can make the font any color I want, and the background as well. So actually, I'm changing the background, and the font itself could be, say, red. But what happens if we duplicate it and use the relative axis and just pull this out here? I'm going to select the park again, the ride rather, change it to that, and then scrolling text. And you'll notice that these all sync up, so that's good. And I'm going to take the color of the font and make it orange, And the way they've built this, I've noticed, it is a very light layer element here. So I can place that and get a shadow, which is cool. And if you want to change the background, you can take one, duplicate it, and rotate it. There we go. Now you got a new kind of sign with, yeah, some different styling. So once you've got that, you can group them, obviously, and then move them as a whole. So I did hint in a video that we'll try and hack this, but that's about all I can come up with. So I still think it's pretty useful, hey? A nice narrow board like that, wherever you want to put it, but it does open up some creative options, which is what we're all about. So hopefully that helps. But you can even do it here, scrolling text, write name. And so I wonder, what options do we have, right, for layering these up and creating some interesting things? Because taking this ride, right, now I've got this welcome to my park sign. I can just hide this guy down onto the ground and not have to worry about it anymore. And if we want to change the title of the movie playing, something like that, it just updates. So you got an interactive sign element that's not just a wait time. So I thought that was cool. We already know the lighting in this game can be pretty spectacular, and I've just combined some of these new projector lights. So they cast a shape. So here they are. You can choose a different pattern, theater masks or dots or leaves or whatever it is, clapperboards. It would have been really nice if they included an ability to customize these, but we'll take it. It's better than nothing. And you can see that it looks like these shapes are sort of reflecting back up. And the way that I've done that is under here, I've just got these volume lights casting upwards. So it gives the impression of sort of like a cool volumetric reflection. So I thought that was fun, a different way of trying new lighting ideas. And the new, I guess, studio lights create some other interesting possibilities for creating really atmospheric conditions that we didn't have before. I know they were in the studio pack, I think from Planet Coaster 1, but I never used it. So for me, it's all fun and new. Let's give that a go. And so this is an interesting little test. I've put up some of these volume lights here behind this blackboard, and I've just got a few layers, different colors. And then I got a ball moving around on a moving platform, so it's just rotating around. And it gives this sort of impression that in the volumetric light, you've got this casted shadow, which is kind of nice. And I'm just wondering if this would be useful to create a really moody scene in a dark ride. The way it's working is actually inside this ball is more of these volume lights, and I've set them to black, and yeah, it sort of gives the impression of a shadow on the way it's casting. So you can see it moves around with the ball, sort of gives you that effect. But the shadows, because the casted volumetric light are additive, it does give you some creative options. So there's another little experiment for you to try. So then I thought, could we cast some volumetric light through a stained glass window? So using a piece of wrought iron and then using the pieces of glass, we can scale them and fit it. And I'm sure you could come up with some really intricate designs of your own. But hiding the lights behind the actual finished glass piece, you can sort of color them and make it look and feel like, yeah, lights shining through. And then by embedding it in some wall and hiding the background, yeah, pretty cool effect overall. So this is another, I think, really great addition to the DLC. These lights that we didn't have previously, and yeah, we can create some really moody effects. So that was cool. there are some roller coasters in this game, and one day we might cover them, but I was really captured by the theatre, the cinema, and I think Dutchie mentioned this in their video, but there's a whole lot of space here for us to do some interesting things. And I'd love to see some auditorium, just generic rides without the big screen there, so we could do, I don't know, some water shows or some interesting, you know, car things where people can sit down and watch. But so I'll take this as a start. Let's take it as a start. So I've just thrown it in here inside this big box, and give you a bit of an idea of what's possible. So this is my old, you know, same old scene you've seen before, but I put Mr. Popcorn Pants, what's your name, Cornell Butterworth something. He's using the parade hack. So if you haven't seen my parade hacks video, go check that out. This is how you can get little entertainers attached to other things, and it gives a really cool effect. So yeah, there's a parade buried underneath here just for demonstration purposes. But the lighting and the mood and having the guests here all enjoying the show is something pretty cool, I think. It just, it's so close. But when they exit, you'll see the problem here, that the guests sort of run to the corner of the room and then exit out. And then when they come in, it's the same thing. So I'll just fast forward it and you'll get the picture. But yeah, these little things, I guess Frontier aren't really thinking about us hacking the game. So it's annoying because they sort of clip through the stage as they exit. But if you can look past that, you can create some really nice effects with these casted lights, the shapes on the wall there coming in. And again, they go to the corner over here and then wrap around. I'd rather they, you know, sort of, yeah, came in and sort of came across. I don't know if you can do that, Frontier, but I know, I'm using the ride how it wasn't intended. But yeah, pretty cool effect, I think. So there's another little idea with the DLC in the time that I've had to play with this game. I hope to do more. So yeah, give us a like. Please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. And if you're thirsty for more, I'm sure we can look into more of the features and try new things. Always keen to do that. Yeah, thanks for joining me on this one, everyone. Until then, bye.